realize when the middle class punishes you for it. And also, you know, there has been significant relief for the business sector. Significant relief. I'm not saying that's good or bad, but when you brought down corporate taxes, one of the first things you did after getting re-elected in 2019 was not to help the middle class. The first thing you did was to help the corporate community, and you brought down their taxes from 30 to 22%, right? On the contrary, you are fully aware that there have been no adjustments and no relief to personal income tax since 2012. After being in power for 10 years, why does the middle class have to beg the BJP to look at it? This is, you know, it's a very, very high tax bracket, you know. And I think that, you know, it's also, when you brought in GST, you keep talking about GST compliances. The compliance of the GST is because of the middle class. You keep waving those GST numbers, the middle class is viewers. By the way, if you're middle class, you are the biggest contributor to GST. You are the biggest contributor to income tax, and you get no breaks. Republic is asking you, the government tonight, why that is the case. Sanju Verma.
Thank you. Arnab, this is a very interesting debate and completely up my alley. I just want to, correct Suhail on one thing. It's not 8 million. It's, actually 800 million. 80 crore people are given free ration every single month. Yeah. Yes. Suhail made some interesting points. First, let me take the bull by the horns. The Ayushman Bharat scheme which Suhail spoke of, I think that is one of the most game-changing schemes for the lower middle class and for people whom we typically put in the middle class bracket, with more than 33 crore Ayushman cards having been given till date. And I'm sure Prime Minister Modi in his third term will fulfill the promise of making Ayushman Bharat accessible to everybody above 70 years of age. Now, whether it should be made accessible to everybody above 50 years of age or 60 years of age, I'm sure the government is seized of the situation and will take the necessary steps. Very humbly, I just want to say one thing. I'm not going into the hackneyed argument about the fact that last year, because, you know, on Arnab Goswami's, these kind of debates, you have to be absolutely crystal clear with facts. I just got some data. 7.4 crore people filed their taxes in FY 22-23. Out of these 7.4 crore people, 5.16 crore people paid zero tax. That means 70% of the assessees paid zero tax. 2.24 crore people paid the entire direct tax amount. So the first point is that if only 2.24 crore people are paying taxes out of a population of 140 crore, it means only 1.6% of the population is paying taxes, and it means only 2.3% of the adult population is paying taxes, assuming India has 94
But that's the government's
adults,
failure.
which clearly means, I'm coming to your...
That's the government's failure. Why should the middle class pay for the government's failure?
Can I finish? I'm coming to a point. Why do you interject me? I was coming to that. Can you hold your horses or no? So that brings me to the legitimate point. If only 2.24 crore people out of an adult population of 94 crore people are paying taxes, it certainly means that these 2.24 crore people are bearing disproportionate burden. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that. Now, has the surcharge come down from 37% for those in the highest income tax bracket to 25%? Yes. Has the overall tax rate come down from 43% to 39% for the highest income tax bracket? Yes. But is it still on the higher side? Most certainly, yes. Do rates need to come down? Yes. Does the tax base need to go up? Yes. Does tax compliance need to improve? Yes. Do tax loopholes need to be plugged in? Yes.
Then do it.
But for Arnab Goswami, please, my last point. For Arnab Goswami to say that the BJP has done nothing for middle class is absolute balderdash.
Okay, fine.
Even
I don't think you have done enough.
Do not pay taxes.
I don't think you have done enough, and despite your colorful expressions, I will continue to say so.